What's up everybody? In this video I'm going to show you how to install a new single DIN radio without cutting any wires of the car, because that is important, not cutting without cutting any wires of the car. And this method is also used for a screen, a radio screen, a head unit, but I'm going to show you how to change it for a single DIN. So this radio right here, it doesn't have Bluetooth and USB, either micro SD. So I'm going to show you for one that has all of that. And this method also of wiring is used for every car. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to use to install the new radio. So for this install, as I said, you can use this install for any car of any brand, it doesn't matter, but you need to have the right harness plug for that brand of the car. So this one right here is for Mitsubishi. You can see this connector is going to allow us to not cut any wire of the car, because this is going to plug directly to the original harness of the car, and this wire right here, we are going to plug it into the new radio that I'm going to show you. So this is the stereo or radio or head unit that I'm going to use. This is a single DIN. This has Bluetooth, micro SD, auxiliary port, and this one it just have CD and auxiliary port. And for Bluetooth I need to use this product right here. And we are going to wire this because this stereo have new wires that are going to connect to this wire harness, and it's very simple because, as you can see, these wires have letters. So with these letters, with these words, you can pair it with the wires of the new stereo, because the wires of the new stereo also have names in it. So it's going to be easy to put it, to install it. So now I'm going to show you how to take off your old stereo or radio or head unit. So to take out the old radio, you need to take out, first of all, these two bolts, this one and this one right here. Then you are going to take out these things right here. You just need to grab it hard and pull it out. As you can see, here you are going to have a bolt. You need to take out these three things like this. You just pull it hard. And here you can see it doesn't have a bolt, but this one also have a bolt. So you need to take out these two bolts and these two bolts right here. And then we are going to take out this plastic piece with the radio. So after taking all the four bolts, I'm going to just pull this piece like this, and you can take it out. Then for this stereo, for this radio, I can take this part off, and I can take this face off. And now I'm going to take out this plastic piece, sorry, with one of these like this. I'm going to insert it right here, and I'm going to pry, and then I can take out all this piece. And after taking out this plastic piece, I'm going to pull this out. This is the old radio or head unit, and I'm going to disconnect the antenna cable. Is this one right here. Let me show you. Is this cable right here, and I'm going to disconnect the harness that is here, the radio harness. And after taking out the antenna cable, this one, and the harness, you can see maybe your radio or your original stereo is not like this one, but this one came with a car from factory. But it's going to be the same procedure to take out everything. And here you can see the OEM harness, the factory harness, and I'm not going to cut any wires of that because I have this new plug. And if you compare it with the old plug, the original plug is exactly the same, have the same pins and everything. And just to show you, I'm going to plug the new plug with the OEM plug. You can see. So you can see the new plug with the harness, with the OEM harness, is exactly the same one. So now I'm going to take out the new plug again, and I'm going to take out the old wiring just to show you that it's the same, but the new radio or head unit or stereo is going to come with new harness because the new radio have different plugs right here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to connect these wires to the new plug, to these wires, and I'm going to show you also what is inside the new radio, the new radio box. I'm going to do like a unboxing of this radio. And I was forgetting to tell you that if you cannot take out the radio just pulling, you need to take out these 4 screws right here, because these screws are brackets that are holding your radio. So you need to take out these 4 screws, and then you can pull the radio out with no problem. So this harness I bought it from internet, and this harness you can use it for a single DIN radio like this one, or a screen radio, that those double DIN radio. You can use it because every radio need to have these types of cable, so this connector is going to be useful for a single DIN or a double DIN. And now I'm going to show you what's inside the box of the new radio. So here you can see the radio, and here you can see the cables that are going to connect to the new radio. This one and this one right here. So this wire we're going to connect it to the new harness, to the car, for the OEM wires. This is going to be connected in here. Maybe your radio is going to come just with one plug, but with all the cables, this one came with 2 plugs. And as you can see, all the cables are labeled, and here also they are labeled. Right here you can read from positive, and here are going to be a cable that says from positive. So yes, I'm going to show you how to connect this one. And also this radio came with his manual right here, and here's the radio. I'm going to show you the radio. So here's the radio. You can see this one have Bluetooth and everything, and this one is the new radio, and also have USB right here, and micro SD and auxiliary. And yes, here you can see here I'm going to connect the wires that came with the radio, and here you are going to connect the antenna of the radio. So now I'm going to connect the wire from the connector to the OEM connector, to the aftermarket OEM connector for the OEM harness on the car, to the harness of the radio. The radio came with this. And yes, I recommend you to not use the colors, to not pair the colors of the radio harness to the new connector, because they may be for different things. Like in this radio, you can see I have all these colors, and here are the same color. But if you read For example, this one says antenna. This orange wire says antenna. This is from the radio antenna, and if I go to the connector, the orange one says illumination dash, and this orange says antenna. So as you can see, they are different colors, so you need to pair them with the name of the wire. Because this is antenna, you need to search here the wire for the antenna, and for this is this one. This blue one says antenna right here. I don't know if you can read it. It says antenna, so I need to pair this blue one antenna wire with the orange antenna wire of the radio here, like this. So the color of the wire is not going to be the same color, so just follow the instruction of the wire, the name of the wire, and you can wire this successfully. So now I'm going to wire all these wires. And also I'm going to use heat rings, this heat ring, to put it here in the connection to protect this connection. And I'm not going to weld this connection, because if I want in the future to change again the radios, I can just disconnect everything and have this connector alone and connect the new radio. So yes, now I'm going to show you. So now I'm going to connect all this. And I forgot to tell you that this connection right here, this is the ground connection. This one, it says right here ground connection. It's in Spanish, but it's a ground connection. And if you see here, I do not have a ground connection. So this ground connection of the radio, I need to put it to the chassis of the car, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to put this ground connection. And you can see I was telling you about the illumination dash, but in this connection, this radio connection, it doesn't have illumination dash connection. So I'm going to leave this illumination dash wire alone. I'm going to put a heat string here on the top, and that's it. I'm not going to connect this wire to anything. So I have everything connected. You can see everything is connected. The orange wire that I told you that I'm not going to use is like this. The ground cable I just extended with another cable. And now I'm going to test the radio, the new radio, that everything works like this. Then after knowing that everything works, I'm going to hit the heat rings that I have here on the cables in here to make the connections ready to be used. And then for the ground cable, I'm going to cut it and prepare it and install one of these in the ground cable to put it on the bolt that I'm going to use as a ground. So now I'm going to show you in the car where I'm going to put the ground, and I'm going to connect everything. And here I have everything connected. Here you can see the connection, the connector. This cable right here, this one is for the ground, is in that bolt. And the antenna, I have it right here, the antenna, and the connectors to the radio are here. So here is the radio functioning. I can't put you the stereo of with the antenna because the copyright of the music box, but here is functioning. So as we know that everything works, now I'm going to hit with a heat gun the heat rings to have every connection ready to install it in the car. So here you can see I already put the heat ring with the heat gun. Here is the ground cable. I put the heat ring, and here I put one of these with the heat shrink also to connect it to the bolt that I showed you before. So to take out the old radio from this vessel, this plastic vessel, you need first of all to take out the radio. The radio is going to be inside this bracket, this metal bracket, and this bracket is going to be here from the front of the vessel. You just need to take out the old radio. Then to take out the vessel, your car maybe have these teeth right here. This teeth right here, this teeth, sorry, do not allow this bracket to come out this piece from behind. So you need to grab it and make it like this, just for this piece to come out. Then you're going to have the empty plastic vessel and the new bracket. This is the new bracket that came with the new radio. With the new radio, you are going to put the bracket from the front like this, and do the same as the old bracket. You want to push these teeth from here just to secure this metal bracket, and then you just need to insert the new radio from the front also, and you are going to be done with this. You are going to have the new radio installed, and you just need to connect it to the car. So here's the new radio installed in the plastic vessel. Here you can see I pushed these two teeth right here from both sides, from here also, just to secure the plastic bracket, and now I just need to install this to the car. So now I have here everything connected. As you can see, this is the connector to the car, the wire harness. The ground I have connected to this bolt right here, and I just need to connect this to the radio and the antenna to the radio. So here's the radio, the head unit of the stereo installed, done, and everything is again bolted and connected. So yes, I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and see you on the next video.